Be the bard.
Be the bard.
Be the bard. Be the bard. Be the
Be
bard.
the bard.
Be the
Be the
bard.
bard.
Be the bard.
Be the
Be the
bard.
bard. Be the bard.
Be
Be
the
the
bard.
bard.
Be the
Be the
bard.
bard. Be the bard. Be the bard.
Be the bard.
Be the bard.
Be the
Be the
bard.
bard. Be the 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 bard. Are you awake yet?
Welcome everybody, my name is Jenna O'Malley. I am your soul writer, author of sci-fi fantasy with dashes of romance and nerdy references. And many hats. I suppose... That's better. Okay, why not? Because you all probably want to look at it anyway. Thanks to my bonus mom for making that for me. I have quite become known among certain communities. Look for the chick with the black hat with the flames on it. That's me. And I very much love what I do. I very much love the worlds that I create. We are bards for a reason. We are writing the characters whose stories were meant to be written now more than ever. I can think of a couple of other authors who are also encouraging you to do the same through various outlets of just here on YouTube. I'm not talking about other platforms and other entities and in person and virtual events included in that nomination. So why do all of us, why is self-publishing suddenly in the hands of the writer for the first time? And powerfully so, more than had ever been since owning your own printing press became a thing in the 17 to early 1900s. It's become, tech has allowed this to happen. That's part of it. But at the same time, it's happening now for a reason. Look at the world. I like to think that while some people may argue that the indie author revolution, first major wave, is over, I think there's another one coming because traditional publishing mindsets are largely controlled. Plug in your conspiracy theories that were no longer conspiracy theories all along here. And I just think we're going to see a resurgence of like a second wave. We know the tech end. I think this is why I think pulp fiction, why zines coming back is also a good thing. I saw so much pulp fiction and I saw so many zines out and about at events over the last year. I've done almost 20 events in person in a year from now to last March. I'm coming up on number 18? Yeah, 18 this month. And I very much, there's what we saw happen with ebooks is starting to show up at cons. Yeah, they're becoming, here, buy a chapter for $1 and then come back and trade that chapter book in as $1 toward the whole book. I saw someone do that at a book festival over the last year, and I'm like, that is so genius. Now, mind you, they basically had like one of those polyvinyl portfolio flip copies of a printed copy of their book. And if the first chapter of their book, like, they made it at home with watermarking. And if you liked it, you could buy it for $1. And if you brought it back pretty much in pristine condition so that that person could resell it, you could trade in your $1 toward a full book. And I'm like, that's a discount. There's 44 chapters in my first book. $1 to take a peek at the first 1 to 2? Why not? And low cost for most people to go about doing that way, to get a slight interest and bring people back. And if they don't come back, at least you made your printing material money back between the paper, the ink, and the polyvinyl stuff. So there's this very, very interesting movement I'm witnessing, and it's happening now for a reason. It's uncanny that... Okay, it's not uncanny, Jenna. You don't believe in coincidences anymore, honey? No, I don't. Yes, like my grandmother, I am a tad superstitious. when I have evidence to be. So says my not doctoral, my once doctoral pathway dreams would have said. I wanted to research Irish bardic literature throughout time. That if I ever went for a doctorate in literature, that would have been my niche. Anyway, I see you. I see you, Malice, is where I'm going in my head. And to kind of connect back, it's so many indie authors are writing the stuff that trad publishing won't publish for a reason. Especially during a time where censorship is now a cool thing again. We have the tools, indie authors. We have collective self-doubt and anxiety and trauma, Jenna. Yes, boy, I heard you all on that because I felt that, right here. And, because that was me thinking that too. At the same time, writing has often been one of the ways people capture the world in turmoil time and again. We're painting with words. We are artists and artisans in that way. And I challenge you. Trust me, I could sit here with you and find every reason to quit. My list is a mile long. Together, our lists are probably at least 3 miles long. It is kind of where I'm at there. To quit now would also be foolish. We're doing what we're meant to be doing. We're spinning the tales about characters who are not us. But they are, in some ways. In some experiences. Because experiences know only humanity. Thank you for helping humanity heal. One pace, one step, one stride, one character, one chapter, one book, one sale, one event at a time. You matter, dang it.